The call came as the sun was sinking. "Your son's in a coma," the nurse told me. Her tone was steady, but the words cracked something deep inside. "A hit and run. That's what the police are calling it." When I reached the hospital, that same nurse leaned in close, her whisper slipping through the silence like contraband. "This wasn't random," she said. "It was the mayor's son. He did it for fun." Her gaze flicked toward the hallway, where cameras blinked like lifeless eyes. "His father protects him." I didn't need convincing. Years in Washington, war zones, and back-channel corridors had shown me exactly how power smothered truth. But now it wasn't politics. It was my son bleeding for it. Then the mayor called. His voice oiled smooth, rehearsed, unapologetic. "The judge is mine. He's already cleared my boy. Best walk away, officer. It's over." I laughed, bitter and quiet. "Not legally, it isn't." I hung up. The house was silent when I got home. Too still for the storm tearing through me. I went to the basement and unlocked a door I had sworn never to touch again. Inside waited steel cases and black binders, fragments of the man I used to be. For 20 years, I served as a CIA officer. Covert missions. Psychological warfare. Toppling enemies without fingerprints. I buried that life with my retirement. But betrayal digs up what you try to leave behind. This wasn't only about my son lying pale in a hospital bed. It was about the mayor's words, proof that the system wasn't broken, it was working as designed. Judges bought. Truth strangled. Justice traded like currency. He thought he owned me. He forgot who I had been long before fatherhood. And in that moment, instinct returned sharp as glass. If the law was their weapon, I'd use others. Not bullets. Not bombs. Information. Leverage. Secrets sewn into the marrow of this city. I began quietly. Dug through the mayor's finances. Offshore accounts, shell corporations, donations that stank of bribes. Patterns too clean, arrogance too obvious. Men like him always leave trails. They believe no one dares follow. Next, the judge. Phone logs. Wire transfers. Late-night meetings in clubs that existed only as cover. Brick by brick, I mapped the skeleton of their corruption. Each night, I sat by my son's bedside, machines breathing for him. My wife begged me to let the police handle it. I kissed her forehead, nodded, and fed her lies about patience. But inside, I was already building something colder. Meanwhile, the mayor's son paraded through cameras, smiling, untouchable. I stayed silent, because silence cuts deepest when you're holding truth. Weeks passed. The dossier grew fat, bank accounts, mistresses, bribes, every betrayal catalogued. Photos of the mayor's son drunk, laughing, bragging about the accident like it was a prank. My son's pain had been his entertainment. I set the meeting. Neutral ground, a private club where his kind felt immortal. He arrived in an expensive suit, arrogance stitched into every thread. "You wanted to see me?" he asked. I slid the dossier across. He skimmed it, smirk collapsing with each page. Sweat bled at his temple. "This is fabricated," he muttered. "It's evidence," I replied. "And duplicates already exist." His mask cracked. "What do you want?" I let silence work him over. Finally, I said, "I want you to realize something. You thought money made you untouchable. But truth doesn't need money. Truth only needs time." I watched his fear bloom, the fear of a man watching his empire turn to ash. No threats. No shouting. Just facts. I showed him the clock on my phone. 10 minutes until the files went live. Media outlets, federal prosecutors, rivals all waiting for blood. His face drained white. "Stop this. Please. I'll pay you." "You've paid enough people," I said flatly. "This isn't about money. It's about balance." He reached toward me, desperate. I pulled back. "You destroyed my son's future. Now I'll destroy yours. The timer hit 0. His phone erupted in his pocket. Calls would follow. Headlines. Collapse. You'll watch it all burn, I told him. And no one will save you. When I returned to the hospital, my son still lay motionless, machines keeping rhythm. But my rage had settled. The mayor's empire was already splintering, his son disgraced, his allies scattering. I never needed a gun. I only needed the truth. And truth is ruthless. I looked at my boy, whispered. Not for him. For me. You're safe now. It's over. No tears. No triumph. Only clarity. The world believed I'd retired. They were wrong. I never stopped being a weapon. I had only been waiting for the right war.